up, everyone? So last video of the Conquest, you saw me driving it to work and whatnot, and it was not happy. It was popping and banging and going really lean once it would start going into boost. So I swapped the motor.
I mean, it's about time you put an LS in it.
Yeah, a few days time.
Yeah.
Just direct bolt in. It was so easy.
Yeah, I mean, you just pick the motor up and like set it down in there. You
Yeah.
didn't need a cherry picker or anything.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing.
But no, that didn't happen. Yeah. But I did find a bunch of boost leaks. So I grabbed Randall's boost leak tester and I went to town. And I found that the blow-off valve was pushing air out. So I replaced the O-ring inside that with a fatter one, and I hammered it on. So it's never coming off. And also there was a nipple here that we had a vacuum cap on it, but it tore. So I just wrapped it in electrical tape, and it finally it gave out and wouldn't hold any pressure.
Electrical tape wouldn't hold?
Yeah. And this here was also leaking. So I fixed all those. I took it out yesterday with the kids, and it was a lot better. It was going rich now instead of lean. Also, one thing, I don't know where I saw it, but when we were adjusting the fuel pressure regulator, I saw something that said to raise the fuel pressure up to 50 psi. Yeah, that's not the case. It should be at 42.5, 43. So we're going to lower that back down, zero out the AFC, and then try to...
What was with the spirit hands you did there? What was that?
I don't know. So it felt jazzy.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah.
No judgment.
So yeah, we'll zero out the AFC and see if we can dial it in a little bit better. It is wet out, so we'll see what happens. So we're gonna adjust the fuel pressure real quick and take it on a spin.
But
Oh, I guess I gotta pop the hood.
that might help. I'm sure in the video I'll look like a complete idiot with this thing strapped to my head.
That's where it was hooked up before. Pressure set, what did we set it at? I didn't see what you did.
43.
43, not 50. Like I said, I don't know where I saw 50 from. It was on the forums. Yeah, these seat belts
They're terrible?
Yeah. There we go. Boost. Boost's a lot better. Like it builds boost faster now that I fixed all the this point in the video, I was so frustrated that I didn't even record an outro. I was just so discouraged that this problem keeps happening with it spiking lean and then backfiring, jumping around in RPM again. I was so frustrated I didn't even want to put out this video. That's why some of you may have saw on our Instagram, I posted a picture with the thumbs down. I was just frustrated, but I didn't want it to let it stop me. So I was just, thinking of what it could be and how I could help the situation. So it's not the ideal thing. It's not what I want, but I decided to turn the boost down just a little bit more. Because I know I've seen a couple times on the forum that with the GM maf, anything above like 18 psi, it's too much for it basically. So I ended up turning it down a little bit, and my dad was coming over to visit the kids and whatnot. So I decided to take him for another ride. I think it was about a year ago. I took him for a ride, and it was doing the same thing. It was going lean, and it was popping, and it kind of like a fuel cut basically. So, but I did before I took my dad out, I took my son for a ride, just because he wanted to go for a ride, and it didn't do it. So I took my dad for a ride to redeem myself from the last video, and it ran perfect. So this is what happened when I took him for a ride. We took it out earlier today, and it was doing that popping again. Remember last time you rode in it? It would like backfire almost at the higher RPM?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I just had Lucas in the car and it didn't do that. I turned the boost down to like 16 pounds.
Maybe it likes the colder weather.
Well, I took it out this morning. I had it up to 18, like 20 pounds, and it was at the higher RPM, it was backfiring. So I guess it's just maybe the maf can't handle that airflow. I don't know. Now watch it do it since you're in the car.
Of course. last time I rode with him, he really didn't push it to, to do anything. So I really can't tell. Obviously, it's more smoother, so it's going to feel faster too.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
a relief. I know turning it down the boost isn't, like I said, ideal, but it's gonna work for now. If you know a way to run 20 pounds of boost with the maf translator and AFC, let me know. But it seemed, my boost gauge might even be wrong. I don't know if it's reading right, but it was hitting about 16 pounds of boost, and the AFRs up top, it only got to like 11.9, and it didn't pop, as you saw. I was hitting the top of third gear, 6 grand, going almost, about 100 miles an hour, and it just felt great. And it felt faster than it ever has. It felt faster than it was at the drag strip. I know that at the drag strip it wasn't fast at all. It ran like a 15.6, but it felt so much faster than that. I'm glad that I didn't stop and I just tried one more thing so that I could put a video out for you guys. But then it's like a double-edged sword, I guess. Rock in a hard place. I want it to have that 4 more pounds of boost, but 15, 16 psi, that's pretty quick too. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave us a comment. If you do want to be part of the builds and help the channel grow and help support the channel, you can go to sandrmotoring.com and check out our merch. Don't feel obligated to buy anything, but it's there. Go take a look at it. But yeah, thanks for watching again, and we'll see you next time.